There was a time when Lil Tjay was seen as the future of New York rap. He had the voice, the story, and the energy. Every song he dropped hit hard. The melodies were smooth, the lyrics emotional, and the beats fresh. He wasn't a drill rapper, but the streets still respected him. He wasn't an R&B singer, but the girls still loved him. He was right in the middle, a young artist who could sing about pain and make it sound beautiful. From Brothers to FN to Calling My Phone, it felt like Lil Tjay couldn't miss. But things change, fast. Now people are asking, what happened? This is the fall of Lil Tjay, a fall not based on just one moment, but on a series of events. A near-death shooting, music that didn't hit the same, label changes, online beef, fan backlash, and questions about whether he's still relevant in today's game. Let's start with the most important moment, the night of the shooting. In June 2022, Lil Tjay was in New Jersey. He was out late with some people from his team. That's when someone tried to rob him. A gun was pulled, shots were fired. Tjay was hit multiple times, 7 bullets. He was rushed to the hospital. For days, fans didn't know if he was alive. Rumors spread. He was in a coma. He was paralyzed. He might not rap again. It was scary. People waited for any update. Finally, after weeks of silence, Lil Tjay posted a video from a hospital bed. He was alive. He could speak. He was recovering. It was a miracle. The rap world celebrated. But even though he survived, something changed. It wasn't just physical. It was mental. The same energy wasn't there. The same fire was gone. His next moves would be the most important of his career. People expected a comeback story. Something powerful. A new chapter. Tjay tried. He dropped Beat the Odds, a song talking about the shooting and survival. He followed it with 222, a full project that had big names like Polo G and Summer Walker. But something was missing. The views weren't the same. The buzz wasn't loud. It felt like Tjay was trying to recapture the moment he had before the shooting. But the world had already moved on. And the numbers reflected that. Before, his songs would explode on TikTok. Now, they came and went. Before, fans hung on every post. Now, they were scrolling past. His voice didn't have the same emotion, his melodies didn't feel new. Some people said he was using too much auto-tune. Others just said he was mid. That's when people started using the word falling off. But it wasn't just about the music. It was about everything surrounding Lil Tjay. Around the same time, he parted ways with Columbia Records. Some said he chose to go independent. Others said the label dropped him. Either way, he was now on his own. That gave him freedom, but it also meant no big-budget promo. No label push, no radio money. Everything was on his back. And in today's industry, being independent is a tough game, unless you've got massive momentum. Tjay didn't. Then came the beefs. The one with Plaqboymax stood out. Plaqboymax is an underground artist with a cult fan base. He and Tjay reportedly clashed over a dispute at an Airbnb. Something about smoking in the house. Tjay was strict about it. Max didn't like the rules. The beef became public when Tjay dropped no smoking merch, clearly a shot at Max. Max fired back online. He threatened to sue Tjay. Fans laughed at the situation, but it also made Tjay look petty. The drama didn't help his image. Then came more backlash. Tjay went online and criticized streamers like Cenat and Adin. He accused them of exploiting hip-hop culture, especially after Kai's viral stream with Kodak Black. But the move backfired. Kai and Adin have huge fan bases. By attacking them, Tjay opened the door to more hate. People called him bitter, jealous, out of touch. The internet turned on him. Again. And then there was the tension with A Boogie with the Hoodie. Their beef had been simmering for years. Both were from the Bronx. Both used melodies. Both had female fan bases. Tjay made little shots in songs and interviews. Some fans believed that jealousy played a role. There was even speculation that A Boogie had something to do with the 2022 shooting, a theory based purely on internet rumors, with no real proof. But it added fuel to the fire. It made Tjay look like he was always in some drama. At the same time, fans were slowly disconnecting from his music. They said his style hadn't evolved. His beats were similar. His lyrics felt recycled. He kept singing about heartbreak and betrayal, but without the same passion. Other artists were passing him. Ice Spice took over New York. Central C was dominating the UK. Youngboy, Dirk, and Rod Wave were giving fans more consistent and meaningful records. Jay started to feel outdated, even though he's only in his early 20s. And it wasn't just online. Even at shows, the energy wasn't the same. Some fans posted videos from concerts where the crowd looked bored. Others said his performances were off. His voice was shaky. The confidence was gone. After surviving something as traumatic as 7 gunshots, nobody can blame him. But the industry isn't fair. Fans are fast to turn. One bad show becomes a meme. One missed note becomes a clip. And the internet has no mercy. Still, not everything is negative. Jay still has a core fan base. His project Farewell got decent reactions. Some fans say it's one of his most personal works. They feel he's finally speaking from the heart again. There's still love out there. People want to root for him. He's a survivor. He's young. He still has time. But the truth is, he's not where he once was. The fame is fading. The heat is cooling down. And maybe part of that is because Lil Tjay is changing. After the shooting, he seems more serious, more reserved. He doesn't post wild stuff anymore. He's not flexing chains, not arguing online every week. Maybe he's maturing. Maybe he's trying to find peace. But in today's rap game, silence can cost you. If you're not loud, someone else is. And that someone else gets the clicks, the streams, the hype. So where does that leave Lil Tjay now? He's in the middle. Not on top, not at the bottom. Just stuck in between. Not washed, but not hot. Not ignored, but not celebrated. He's in a quiet fight against time, against the industry, and maybe even against himself. To climb back up, he needs more than just music. He needs a moment, a real one. A song or story that cuts through all the noise. That reminds people who he is. That proves the pain didn't break him. That says, I'm still here. Not for TikTok, not for the charts, but for the truth. Because what made Lil Tjay special in the first place was never just his voice. It was his story. A kid from the Bronx who made it out, who gave people hope, who showed pain through melody. That's what fans loved, and that's what he needs to bring back. Right now, the internet is quick to call it a fall, to label him finished. But real fans know it's deeper than that. This isn't just about music, it's about life, trauma, growth, choices. Lil Tjay's still breathing, still recording, still performing. The fall isn't final, unless he lets it be. In the end, Lil Tjay's story isn't just about falling off, it's about surviving. It's about a young man who came from the Bronx, made it to the top, and nearly lost his life chasing a dream. Fame gave him everything, but it also brought drama, pressure, and pain. He's been shot, doubted, mocked, and ignored. But he's still standing, and that means something. The industry moves fast. Fans change faster. One day you're trending, the next you're forgotten. But the ones who last are the ones who learn, the ones who grow, the ones who take the pain and turn it into purpose. Right now, Lil Tjay has a choice. He can fade out quietly, or he can come back louder than ever. Not with just another hit song, but with a message. With music that reflects who he is now. Older, wiser, battle-tested, alive. Because maybe the real story isn't about the fall. Maybe it's about the comeback. And if Lil Tjay's comeback is as real as his pain, the world better get ready. Because this time, it won't be about going viral. It'll be about making history.